What's up, true believers, and welcome back to a new video. Today we're diving deep into the most recent chapter of the MCU. Of course, I'm talking about Phase 5. After the epic conclusion of the Infinity Saga, the Multiverse Saga had some big shoes to fill, and Phase 5 was truly its proving ground. From the quantum realm to cosmic adventures and even some friendly neighborhood shenanigans, we've seen a lot when it pertains to Phase 5. But I think the big question that we're asking ourselves and our friends is, did Phase 5 stick the landing? Well, we're breaking down every movie and Disney Plus series from Phase 5, ranking them from worst to best, and discussing their impact on the MCU's future. Phase 5 officially kicked off with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in early 2023, and we just wrapped over the last couple of days with the conclusion of Ironheart. The overarching goal of this phase, alongside of Phase 4 and the upcoming Phase 6, is to build towards the Multiverse Saga's climax with Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Now, Phase 5 continued to explore the multiverse, introducing new characters and concepts, and further developing established ones. However, it's been a mixed bag to say the least, with some projects really soaring and others, well, not so much. The critical and fan reception has been noticeably more divided when it comes to the Multiverse Saga than it was with the Infinity Saga. Oh, and unless you've been living under a rock, let's not forget that in Phase 5, we had a major shakeup with the announcement that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing Dr. Doom, who is now officially the overarching villain of the Multiverse Saga, and not Kang the Conqueror, causing a big shift to Phase 5 that's definitely having lasting ramifications. So I'm sure you're asking, how are we going to rank these? Well, we're looking at 5 key things here. Number 1, story and pacing. Did it have a compelling narrative? Was it well structured? 2, character development. Did our heroes and villains grow and evolve throughout the stint of Phase 5? Number 3, visuals and action. Was it visually engaging? Were the action sequences impactful? Number 4, overall impact on the MCU. Did it contribute to the larger Multiverse Saga? Did it feel essential to Phase 5 and Marvel moving forward? And of course, number 5, rewatchability. Would we watch the movie again? All right, now that we have all those guidelines in place and a better understanding of the system we're using to rank these, let's get into it, and we're going to kick things off at our number 13 spot. Kicking us off at the bottom of the list at number 13, it has to be Secret Invasion. This one had so much promise, building on years of Nick Fury's backstory and the Skrulls' presence, but ultimately it felt like a missed opportunity. The stakes often felt low for a global conspiracy. The pacing dragged, and many of the reveals didn't land with the impact they should have. It just didn't live up to the source material of its comic book counterpart. Coming in at number 12, we have Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania, the film that launched Phase 5. Sadly, it stumbled out of the gate. While we got our first full look at Kang the Conqueror, the movie itself felt a bit bogged down when it came to the quantum realm. The humor didn't always land, and the plot, despite introducing a major villain, felt surprisingly self-contained and didn't set up the Multiverse Saga's big bad as effectively as it could have. A visually ambitious film, but the narrative didn't quite match. And at number 11, we have The Marvels. This one was a fun, energetic team-up that really shined when the 3 leads, Carol Danvers, Monica Rambeau, and Kamala Khan, were interacting. Their chemistry was undeniable. However, the plot felt a bit rushed, and the villain wasn't particularly memorable. It had some fantastic action sequences and definitely propelled the cosmic side of the MCU forward, but it could have benefited from more development time. Coming in at number 10, we had Captain America: Brave New World. Sam Wilson's first solo outing as Captain America was highly anticipated, and it delivered on showing him finally truly embrace the moniker and shield. The political intrigue was interesting, and seeing Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross was a definite highlight. However, some pacing issues and a few convoluted plot points kept it from being a top-tier Cap movie. Still, it set up some exciting possibilities for the future. Coming in at number 9, we have What If Season 2 and 3. The animated anthology series continued to give us glimpses into the wild alternate realities. Season 2 and 3 had some truly creative and entertaining episodes, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible in the MCU. But by its very nature, What If doesn't always have a direct impact on the main continuity, and some episodes were definitely stronger than others. Coming in at number 8, we have Echo. Echo was a gritty street-level return for the MCU, especially with Marvel's Spotlight banner. The show did an incredible job of exploring Maya Lopez's heritage and bringing back Kingpin in a big way. While it had a fantastic raw energy, some viewers felt the pacing was a little slow at times. Still, a strong step in a new direction for Marvel. Coming in at the number 7 spot, we have Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's always great to see our favorite web-slinger. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man was a fun animated series that gave us some classic Spidey adventures, exploring different corners of his world. While it might not directly impact the live-action multiverse, it was a welcome dose of pure Spider-Man charm and reminded us of why he's such an enduring hero. Great for new and old fans alike, but its episodic nature means it doesn't carry the same weight as an interconnected live-action saga. That's our lower half. Now we're going to kind of get into our top tier. Now for the projects that truly delivered and stood out in Phase 5. And at number 6, we have Agatha All Along. Who knew a spin-off about a villain could be so much fun? Agatha All Along was pure magical chaos. Kathryn Hahn absolutely owns the role, and the show leaned into its campy musical nature perfectly. It was entertaining, mysterious, and expanded the magical corners of the MCU in a delightful way. A real surprise hit. Coming in at number 5, we had Ironheart. Riri Williams got her time to shine, and Ironheart truly delivered on her potential. This show was not an origin story, it was more of a look into the tragic life of Riri Williams when we find her when this show starts. This series felt connected to the larger MCU while also telling a deeply personal story. It set up a vital new hero for the future and gave us a compelling new villain in the hood. Coming in at number 4, we have Loki Season 2. This was arguably the most crucial piece of Phase 5 for the Multiverse Saga, and it absolutely delivered. Loki Season 2 was a masterclass in storytelling, deepening our understanding of time, the multiverse, and the complex character of Loki. Tom Hiddleston's performance continued to be captivating, and the final was truly epic, redefining Loki's place in the MCU. Essential viewing, if you ask me. Taking our 3rd spot, it has to be Deadpool and Wolverine. It's the film that ripped open the multiverse in the most hilarious, violent way possible. Deadpool and Wolverine was everything fans hoped for. Hilarious, action-packed, and full of meta commentary, it's a game changer for the MCU. Not only bringing the mutants into the fold in a big way, but also opening the door for even more R-rated possibilities. It's wildly entertaining and perfectly bridges the Fox Marvel universes. A true crowd pleaser. The only thing that stops it from taking one of the top 2 spots is that when you really break this movie down to its core, it's nothing more than a bunch of fan service. You get all the cameo after cameo after cameo goodness that a movie can fill without some substance, so you're still feeling like you're leaving a little bit to be desired. Taking our number 2 spot is Thunderbolts. This movie was a fascinating experiment, bringing together a team of morally ambiguous anti-heroes under Valentina Allegra de Fontaine proved to be a compelling dynamic. The action was solid, the exploration of these characters felt fresh, it wasn't your typical hero movie, which was a real strength, and it currently set up a lot of interesting possibilities for this new kind of team in the MCU moving forward. And coming in at our number 1 spot, it has to go to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. James Gunn's emotional farewell to these beloved characters was a triumph. It was heartfelt, hilarious, heartbreaking, and packed with incredible action. Rocket's backstory was devastatingly powerful, and the entire cast brought their A-game. It felt like a true conclusion to a beloved saga, while still leaving room for future adventures. This is what the MCU can still be at its best. So there you have it, my ranking of Marvel's Phase 5. It's clear when you break it down that this phase was a transitional period, facing some challenges and connecting its numerous stories and maintaining consistent quality. The criticism and mixed box office results for some projects reflect the fatigue among audiences. However, Phase 5 also gave us some absolute gems, proof that Marvel can still deliver groundbreaking, emotional, and incredible fun superhero stories. Their introduction of Sentry, the continued exploration of the multiverse, the official integration of mutants, and a new animated Spider-Man all set the stage for an explosive Phase 6 and beyond. The future of the MCU looks to be heavily impacted by these Phase 5 events, particularly with the looming threat of the Multiverse Saga's true villain, which is now confirmed to be Doctor Doom, a significant shift from the original Kang focus. The groundwork has been laid for the Fantastic Four first steps, Avengers Doomsday, and Secret Wars, which are poised to be massive events. With that all being said, what was your favorite Phase 5 moment? Which projects did you love or hate? Let me know your own rankings in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of comics and movies. You can also find me on social media at Absolute Geek Podcast and all your social media platforms. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep an eye on the multiverse.